Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We're here. Countdown time. It's a quick one. Be ready. Oh, that is all my adoring fans. Woo! All right. Hey everybody, welcome to Tunes at Noon. It's October the 16th, 2024. And hey, I just got a notification that Tunes at Noon is on the air. You can get one too by going to my page and clicking like. Well, of course, quick like, but then subscribe and accept all the notifications by dinging the little bell. Every time I do anything on my channel, you'll find out about it. You'll be the first to know. All right, well, who do we got here today? Well, we got Tim. We got Eugene from Toronto. We got Alan from Maine. That's and man, we well, all right. I'll take you guys, man. Let's go for a ride on the old fiddle train. Do 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 do. It's KFC, a little jig to start things out. The homage for Joe Bouchard, one of the great Quebecois fiddlers from the early part of the 20th century, recorded a lot of 78 RPM records, made a lot of tunes famous. Most particularly, Joys of Quebec was one of his big hits. But we're going to play the homage Joe Bouchard in the key of C. If I can get through it, we'll see what happens. Do, 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 do. The homage Joe Bouchard. Now, probably Joe Bouchard didn't write that. You know, you would never write an homage to yourself. That would be, you'd have to have a big ego to do that, but that's okay. Well, Don Messer wrote the Don Messer Breakdown, though, and he's Don Messer, so you never know about these fiddlers. Anyway, folks, welcome to another exciting episode of Tunes at Noon here. It's October the 16th, man. This month is flying by soon. The spooks and dragons and wizards and everything are going to be running around your neighborhood begging you for candy. But we're prepared for them. We get a huge amount of trick-or-treaters at our house. I mean, like some years it's like 150, 200 kids come to the door, you know. So we have a massive pile of candy that I try to stay out of between now and then. But yeah, it's a big deal, Halloween. And I'll have to put up a picture of Pat's beautiful graveyard. She puts a beautiful graveyard in the front yard every year. Repaints usually it's baseball themed. This year we're lamenting the fate of the Chicago White Sox, who lost 121 games, 122 games to beat the all-time record. I forget who had the all-time record. It was many, many, many decades ago. So we're celebrating their demise because we don't like the White Sox. We're up on the north side of Chicago. That's Cubs territory. Cubs have had their own problems, of course. But hey, what are you going to do? All right, let's have another tune here. We'll play another one in C since we stay in C. This one is called, I believe it's called Old Mother McCarthy. The second part's a little bit like Turkey in the Straw. It's a tune we got from Cyril Stennett. I'll hedge my bets. It's either Old Mother McCarthy or Knocking at the Door. I'm not sure which one it is. If someone else out there can tell me. Anyway, it's key of C. It's a little old hoedown. Here we go. Mother McCarthy. Boy, we had a good time here at the house last night. Had a big jam session. Alan, you'd have loved it. We had Paul Tyler and Chirps and Fred all playing at the same time. Those guys you played with back in the day when you were here in the Windy City. But yeah, we had a great jam session last night. I think there was 19 or 20 people fiddling all at the same time at one point. And we had some amazing chili. I made a big pot of chili, and some other folks brought chili, their own recipe. It was an amazing time last night here at the Pat and Possum Ranch. But Hey, Sandra, hey, this is going. All right, all right. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's try to stay in the key of C here. I'm going to play a little bit of Wagner hornpipe. Not Wagner, but Wagner hornpipe. R.P. Christensen, way back in the day, in the 50s, recorded on his wire recorder a fiddler in Dallas named Red Williams. And man, that guy could really play. He never was recorded commercially, to my knowledge, but if you look at the Missouri State Old Time Fiddlers Association Bandcamp, that's a mouthful, Bandcamp site, there's a recording of Red Williams on there. You don't have to buy it. You can just stream it and listen to how good this guy was. And it's an old monaural recordings on a wire recorder transferred to a record and, dubbed off on 10 tapes before it finally ended up on the internet. But yeah, it's a good tune, Wagner hornpipe. Let's see if we can play that thing. That's a really good tune. There's just a little hints of Wagner there, dee-dee-dee-doo-doo. Sounds a little like Wagner, but 4 parts too. It's a good tune. I love it, but I love that tune. I don't know who wrote it, where it came from, but it's out of Texas. But I like the way that the parts build. They get a little more exciting as you go. There's an new element added each time, and it gets more frenetic as you go through. It's a really nice piece of music. Wagner hornpipe, yes sir. Yeah, Texas Shorty played it. Oh wow, okay, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh well, Chancellor's Waltz, of course. That's a great tune. I like that. I haven't played that in a long time, but that's a really good tune. I might try to render that tomorrow. I'd have to woodshed that a little bit. But man, that's a great tune, Chancellor's Waltz. What a great guy. We met him. It's been 10 or 12 years ago now at the Richmond, Virginia Folk Festival. We were both on the bill there, and we had a great time hanging around with him and his wife. I forget his wife's name now. It's a unique name too. I should remember it. But anyway, yeah, great guy, Texas Shorty. Yeah, he was hung around Missouri back in the '60s. He met Cleo Persinger, who was a fiddler from mid-Missouri, out at the national contest in Weiser, Idaho, like 1963, and Shorty would have been, 18 or 19 years old, and he came to Missouri and hung out with those guys, and he left all of those 45 RPM records there, and a lot of what he did on those records filtered into some of the big tunes in Central Missouri, like some of his Gray Eagle take on Gray Eagle and some of those other big contest tunes. What he played leaked over into the way those old guys played the tunes, which I thought was pretty cool. So, yeah, Ruthie, yes, thank you. Thank you. I knew I would never have recalled that, Sandra. Thanks a lot. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Great guy. Let's play a little Billy in the Low Ground. Here we go. Staying in C here for a little while. Alan, if you're playing along on the banjo, we're staying in the key of C with a little, not the old time Billy in the Low Ground. I don't know where that came from. I like the old Billy in the Low Ground, the one in C. All right, here we go. I played so much last night, my arm's about to fall off. I think we played for like 4 hours straight, with a little break in the middle to eat chili. But I bet you know how to make good chili, Sandra. I would just venture a guess that in your part of the country they make some good chili down there in New Mexico. But it's hard to beat chili, and chili. Speaking of chili, it's cold here today, so starting to definitely feel like fall, not quite like winter yet, but it's getting there. Sometimes we have snow on Halloween, but not too often. Last couple of years have been kind of nice, but sometimes it's brutal. You see the kids out, it's raining and it's sleeting sideways, and they're in their little costumes coming up to can I have some candy, please, so I can go home. Anyway, hey, if you haven't done so already, like this video. I need your likes, and I love for you to subscribe to the channel. If you don't have to, though, that's fine. You can still find me. And by the way, be sure to comment. Even if you comment during the show, comment after the show. All of it's good. All right, let's see what else we got here. I think we're going to move over to the key of G. Let's see. see here. Gonna play a little Wild Horse Breakdown in the key of G. Here we go. How's that little intro go? There it is. Kenny Baker tune. Wild Horse Breakdown, one of my favorites. Yes, sir. Hey, Alistair, what's up, man? All right, we're building the crowd. We're building a head of steam here. Tunes at noon. Oh, okay. Let's play a little Long John in the key of G. That's one of our Missouri Valley kind of tunes. Bob Walters played that. Key of G, Long John. Hope I can keep them separated because, you know, sometimes you think of one tune because you're inspired to play it by the tune you just played. But then when you get into it, you start playing the other tune. So that happens all the time. Be aware. Be aware. Hey, Skip, how's it going there, buddy? And Warren's here too. Oh, man, I almost missed you guys. The chat kept moving up before I looked over there. Good to see you. Good to have you here. All right, let's see what else we got up our hat here. Up our hat. Under, in our hats. Under our hats. What do we got up our hats? That doesn't sound too good. Okay, how about moving over to A? We'll go to a jig first, then we'll play a couple hoedowns. How about the old Irishman's Heart to the ladies in the key of A? D. Let's see. Read Sanders' comment here. Back in the early mid-70s, the Farmington, New Mexico State Fair had a fiddler's contest. First time I met, Dick Barrett. Yeah, oh man, what a great player. Oh my gosh. My young nephew always wanted to hear Billy in the fairgrounds. Oh, I love Dick Barrett's playing. I'll play you one of his tunes tomorrow. There's one I got from him, particularly, but you can learn any of his standard renditions of tunes. You can't go wrong playing after Dick, but I really like the way he played a tune called Little Joe, which is kind of similar to Fiddler's Dream. It's in G and D. You can run off into it if you're not careful, but it's a nice tune, Little Joe. I don't know if you've ever played that before, but yeah, it's a dandy. All right, well, I got time for one more tune in the key of A here, so let's make it a good one. What should I play? How about a little Dewdrop? Or I think that's the right name for this tune. Let's see. That'll take us on out of here. That's a good tune. That's a good tune, man. It's a dandy. All right, folks, thanks for joining me. I'll be here again tomorrow at noon. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, and be sure to just, stick it to the man. Watch the show while you're at work. They won't miss you. They won't miss you. Good night, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. Have a nice afternoon. See you later. Bye.